It's game number 3 between these two squads. Which team will have the edge in the early game? What are your guesses?
Blacklist International, they already know the picks of RSG. They know that Light has the Kaja. So if you're Haji or if you're Blacklist, specifically Haji, a lot of pressure is onto you to provide that vision to make sure that they can't make any surprise plays. And now Renegade, easy expand on that flicker, but look at RSG's aggression. Aqua and Light brings down Renegade, but Edward, Agent Zero on the attack. He's gonna bring down Aqua.
1-for-1 trade up. It's XP lane getting a kill for the side of Blacklist. No, actually it goes to the Haji, which is still good. Having an early setup for this Novaria will quicken what she could do in the late game. But looking at the emblem build up here, a lot of movement speed on the side of RSG.
And at the same time, even 08.
Early engage for Blacklist here onto Eman. Eman still has the upper hand though because reinforcements from RSG are here. And now Renegade caught in the middle of the fight, but Iran still wants to go right after Oheb. Renegade will fall down. Oheb survives.
Okay, that is controlled aggression.
Light is literally the light of RSG's life right now.
How do you even dodge that? You know, you can't. At this point, he was recalling. The lightning was already there. RSG ahead by 1,000 now. The early game pressure is really something that you gotta respect if you're Blacklist.
And they're not done yet.
Renegade.
I mean, a lot of pressure from RSG side. If I'm Blacklist International, what I don't want to do is be reactive. But if it is this fast, how will I not react, right?
Deja vu, game number 1 vibes.
So for Blacklist International, all they need to do is to somehow help Oheb at the top lane, but the Sensui.
Oh, RSG not afraid to expend every single ult that they have on this jungler because there's a neutral objective up for taking, but Edward wants to answer right back. Not still alive, Edward's still alive, but RSG wants to focus on this turtle, but now Light in trouble? Nope. Everyone's still safe.
And this is how you want to play Lilia. Just go in for the early fights. You're one of the mages that could actually deal a lot of respectable damage early on this part of the game. And RSG knows that. RSG knows that they have the damage, and now Sensui might just go down. Aqua, he's going to go for it, and Black Shoes out.
But plus the clutch, Black Shoes now.
Look at Edward.
Desperately trying to look for an answer from RSG's aggression.
A good thing for Blacklist International, Edward is really consistent, but all I gotta say, that is one micro move from Aqua just to secure a kill against Blacklist International. Went in for the kill and the Black Shoes.
Ira still able to sustain everything, and that took a lot of time for Blacklist to bring down one member of RSG.
Well, at least one kill goes to the hands of Blacklist. That's their second kill of the game. Still almost a 2,000 gold lead for RSG, and we're just 3 minutes in. Chantel, what can they do? What can Blacklist do to slow this game down?
Definitely focus on switching the team fight area on Oheb's side, because right now the edge of Blacklist International is the movement speed from Edward. As to why majority of the skills, it was because of Edward's initiation as well, and those backups and even vision. So yep, just lean towards the other side of Edward, and then focus on bringing Oheb the support needed against this Eman and Light combo.
RSG, they're slowing it down themselves. They're waiting for the next big objective here, or maybe just for the next big play. Top lane looks to be the objective. Retribution already used, and now Sensui might be in trouble.
Light has the flicker and Divine Judgment play, but RSG still not committing. They don't know that the members of Blacklist are still here. Haji with Astral Echo, and now onto Irad. And now look at that, crossbow attack will be casted, but Irad will able to sustain it. And now Aqua and the rest of members of RSG continuing to deal damage. And it looks like Oheb is going down.
Haji?
1-1 is out of the picture. Aqua wants to go right after the KDA machine. And Aqua cleans up the mess that Blacklist made.
3-1-2. This Lilia is looking to be a great pick for RSG.
You know what though? We said earlier that wait.
Edward, one more!
Forced to run away. Is he going to survive? But no, Light once again does the same thing at the top lane. Sensui wants to answer as well as Renegade, but RSG clean display of aggression.
Sensui, he might just be in trouble. The orbs are there, the shadow energy, but Black Shoes out. Renegade is trying to keep him in check. RSG is able to secure quite the kills up top, and they're going to get the turret as well.
This performance of Aqua brings me back to the Aqua Season 9. he's one of those players that actually plays Lilia even if Lilia isn't part of the priority hero pool on the major. So RSG is at a 3.2k gold lead, 313. For Aqua, all they need to do is just to clear the minion wave, and if ever they want to go and rotate on a specific lane from a Blacklist International, then they could do so. Now for Blacklist International, again, we've been mentioning time and time again, and as long as Edward is able to do those split pushes and those backups against RSG's team fight, then they have the potential to go for a counter push.
Yeah, now...
But they need to speed up the gold for 1-1 for Oheb.
Yeah, I agree. They really have to put gold in the gold laner's hands. Oheb here is the main carry for Blacklist, and the trend for a lot of the 1-1 compositions that we've seen in Season 12 of MPL Philippines is they always seem to lose early game, and then they try to extend the game to the part where it's a very close game, but that takes a lot of time. That takes a lot of patience. Can Blacklist actually survive the onslaught RSG is showing them in the earlier parts of the game?
It's going to be hard for Blacklist right now to extend the game, especially since RSG is just getting every single objective after objective. Orange buff taken down, bottom lane turret taken down, and I think they want to bring down Sensui here, as well as Edward. Edward, one more hit, but Renegade answers right back, but here comes Light with a Divine Judgment onto Renegade. Oh, man! Penalty zone for RSG, and now Blacklist. Oh, but there's Oheb with the crossbow attack. It's not going to be enough. No more damage so far for Blacklist, and now RSG successfully taking down the turret in the middle lane, and Renegade is gone.
Can I just say that both Nats and Renegade casted a skill both at the same time? Wait.
Yeah, both of them at the same time. Same great play, but results vary. Because RSG got the upper hand in that fight, and now the turtle will be spawning topside. RSG has the better position around it and might just be uncontested. That's the third and final turtle of the game, and it's going to the hands of the Raiders.
It's just 7 minutes. Too fast for RSG.
I like that you mentioned 7 minutes, because game number 2 was 11 minutes and 22 seconds. So maybe in around 5 minutes, RSG can actually finish the game, especially since they know that Blacklist timer is in the late game.
Yeah, late game is definitely something that Blacklist wants to see. But the question remains, can they actually see it? Because RSG is not stopping.
And speaking of non-stop, we might see non-stop Divine Judgments from Light because of the fleeting time as well on the item. So 10-2 is our score. 6.4k lead and a good seal.
Oh, Divine Judgment once again onto Edward. Edward, he won't be able to escape this. Now Iksha, you can already feel the damage. And now Renjay wants to answer right back. Bringing down Aqua. That's 1 for 1.
It's actually good.
Yep.
A 1-for-1 when you're behind by 6k is really good for Blacklist International. If they could get more free kills, that would be the goal for Blacklist. But for RSG, you kind of want to limit your errors. Play a bit safe, but you know safe's not in their dictionary right now. They're still going to stay in mid lane. They're going to get that turret, and they're going to leave.
RSG bringing down that middle lane turret. 8 minutes, 30 seconds in. RSG's turrets are still complete. And now Sensui wants to bring down a member from RSG. That's going to be Light. Light was able to escape. And now Blacklist desperately finding a way inside RSG.
Well, knowing that this is a scaling hero, I mean Haji's hero, there's a lot of potential for Blacklist International to do a comeback. But with the body movement of RSG, I believe that they won't allow, since time after time they go to the jungle as much as possible, limit the resources of Blacklist International. Yeah, it is 4.9k, wow, for Oheb, but look at that. For Eman, it's 7.5k. So you have the Corrosion side, you have a Demon Hunter Sword, and even the Sea Halberd. So you're just prepared just in case someone from Blacklist International that is or of a sustained hero to just shred that HP bars.
Underrated item, I would say. Sea Halberd is quite cheap for what it offers.
Yep.
Both attack speed, damage, and that life drain passive is definitely something that an extra would want to use, considering that almost all of her stuff are AoE the moment that you go full barrage. So now that the Lord is up, XP lane for the side of Blacklist about to recall. Astral Echo used already but sees no one. RSG will be starting this Lord with Light and Aqua zoning around the jungle. Might just be free for the side of the Raiders.
Uncontested Lord take for RSG, but Renegade, they want to answer right back. Aqua Black Shoes casted right away, and now RSG on the attack with a concealed play. Light has the Divine Judgment. Who is he going to find? He's not going to find yet anyone, and I think he finds Oheb! He finds Oheb, and now Oheb is down, as well as Renegade in exchange for Light's life.
That is quite unfortunate for the side of Blacklist. It was quite early for Oheb to go in the front lines. Yes, it was generally safe. You have like 2 people in front of you, but man, the patience from Light.
Yep, again, if you go back to the statistics, kill participation of Light is very low as compared to Renegade's. That is because as long as they're able to set up a play of the most crucial player, it's okay. As long as it is eliminated. Now the Lord is at the middle lane.
Lord marching in the middle lane. But look at Renegade right away.
Who's to get Evan?
Raids. That's going to be Eman down for RSG. No bonus turrets taken down for the Raiders. And now I think Blacklist, they are finally finding their groove.
I am honestly not quite sure why Eman was there. And in Blacklist International, they were quick to snuff it out. And they do get a crucial kill, which rewards them with all 3 inhibitors still up there.
And this time around, Blacklist International, they have the opportunity to actually destroy a turret at the bottom lane. Now, looking at item for RSG, there is a blade armor already for Nats. And yeah, literally burst damage for Aqua with the Divine Glaive. So we might see our armor penetration, magic damage penetration rather, for the next item on Aqua. But yeah, it's 5-13, 11-minute game time. And
Edward, sneaky play.
Yep.
Was able to avoid the rotation of RSG.
I think they're prepared though.
Yeah, they know. Edward knows that there's like 4 people out there. So down bottom lane, Nats might be tanking the brunt of the damage coming in from Blacklist International as they take down that turret down bot. They won't be able to take it down, but they were able to put in some chip damage. RSG still ahead by 5k, and a minute from now, Luminous Lord will be spawning. Blacklist International, they're slowly buying themselves time.
RSG going back to what worked for them a while ago, which is to steal objectives away from Blacklist, specifically away from Sensui. Purple buff has now been taken down, and I do believe the 2 junglers will meet here in this brush. But since they're utility junglers, nothing is going to happen so far. But RSG wants to bring down the turrets of Black.
And as we wait for this Luminous Lord, Chantel, is it time for Blacklist to go for the, I would say, steal or a fight? Can they actually pull off a team fight against RSG?
For a team fight, they can. But for a team fight for the Lord still, it's not advisable because Sensui is still at level 13. If you look at Iran, it's level 15. It might be a risk for them. But yeah, depending on the setup play from Renegade. Okay.
Haji has a play there. Was able to hit Light. Now RSG on the retreat, but a concealed play coming in from Blacklist. Dashral Echo is now casted, and the target is Irad. Irad trying to soak up every single damage. He's gonna go down. But Eman with a free hit. Blacklist might be able to escape.
Yes!
Look at that! With a 5-man penalty zone, RSG got what they wanted.
And that is top 5 play material right there.
Yeah, it's as if Eman is a varsity for a long jump. That was a very, very nice setup play on the penalty zone. And in an instant, Light was just there again. He saw the potential. This might be the final push for RSG.
2 members defending for Blacklist, and now Light catches Edward off guard with the Divine Judgment. He's now going to go down. Haji is the 1 member left. Penalty zone to bring him down. And look at Aman. Look at the Raiders bouncing back.
It's not yet! It's not yet done! Everybody's losing their minds! The studio! No! Everybody's messing with the cameras too!
It's not yet done! Blacklist! There's no minions for RSG that moment! The circumstances were in the favor of the agents!
And the crowd is getting crazy! The crowd is getting crazy. There's time around for this one. Okay, it's a battle of the Lord. Everyone is here. Take note that Oheb has.
He's gonna take down Sensui.
Clutch Black Shoes was able to avoid Renegade, but RSG will secure this 4th Lord.
And now that the 4th Lord of the game, rather the 2nd Lord of the game, goes to the hands of RSG. Chantel, can they actually end it this time? Can we actually give the cameraman the job that they need to do?
With clearing of Bing and Wave, I think it's going to be difficult for Blacklist International. As long as they zone out Aqua, then they're fine because that is the zoning potential or the source of damage from the side of RSG Philippines. But they have the kit. right? Haji's here. I mean, the Novaria is here. They can, but it's difficult.
It is very difficult, but RSG, maybe this is it. Maybe this is the final push. Can they find the targets?
Sword bursted down right away for Blacklist side. RSG still looking for that initiation. That's going to be on Erad. And now look at Renegade. Haven't committed Titan's Race because Light with the Divine Judgment. Renegade. And now Nats with a beautiful penalty zone to bring down Oheb as well. 2 members left for the Agents. Make it 1. And now Edward will fall down, but RSG takes game number 3.
Reverse.